Well, hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back, and that is my best impression of Josh. What's up, everybody? It's Jimmy, and I got some pretty interesting news for you today. But before I get into it, I want to wish the man himself, George Lucas, a very happy birthday. Today is that day. He is 78 years old, and it is insane. Without him, I wouldn't be here talking about Star Wars. We wouldn't have Star Wars at all. It would be a completely different and boring world. So, happy birthday. But we've got a really interesting topic that came out a couple days ago on an article I was reading, and I thought it'd be a really cool thing to talk about because we want to know what's next for Star Wars as far as the movies go. We've got plenty of TV shows slated for release, but only one movie as we know of so far. And I know there was a lot of controversy on whether or not Rogue Squadron was actually going to be made, but there was never an official source that came out saying that that movie was canceled. But, we can move past that for now. But one thing I was very curious about was Kevin Feige's Star Wars project, and it looks like we actually got some news on that moving forward. So over on denofgeek.com, there is an interview with Michael Waldron, the screenwriter for Kevin Feige's Star Wars project, where he's talking about how the script is coming along. And this is interesting because this is all we've got. It's not a lot, but it's still something interesting. So this article was mainly talking about the MCU projects he had been working on previously, being the TV show Loki and then Multiverse of Madness, which just came out. But they did ask about the Star Wars project that he was working on for Kevin Feige, and he says that it's coming along, it's nice to have some time to focus on it, and it's fun to get to do something that feels fresh and original, and I'm excited to work with Kevin again and with the team at Lucasfilm. And I love Star Wars, so it's a blast. The article then goes to point out the fact that he used the word fresh, which is something he used in an interview with Variety, and his quote continues by saying, "I'm writing away, I'm enjoying having the freedom on that to do something that's not necessarily a sequel or anything. It maybe has a little bit less of it just doesn't have a bunch of TV shows and movies that you're servicing on top of it, the way I did with Doctor Strange. So it's nice, it feels like a different exercise." So from these two quotes, I get two things out of it. One, the fresh take, I don't think it's that big of a deal to focus on. I'm more interested in the fact that he had to stop himself because he nearly almost gave away some spoilers. And he almost kind of did by saying that there's not a bunch of TV shows and movies that are being serviced on top of it. This may be a new standalone movie. And if that's the case, I'm hoping for something a little farther in the future. I'm always looking towards the future of Star Wars, but no matter who you are, whether you like the sequel trilogy or hate the sequel trilogy, we can all agree that we want more Star Wars outside of the Skywalker Saga. We've been there, we've seen what they can do in canon and in Legends. Let's move on to some new heroes and some new stories. So that's why I'm hoping that this is a standalone project that's way far in the future. I'm talking, set it 5,000 years after all of the Skywalker Saga stuff. Put it way in the future, brand new characters, new circumstances. That's what I want to see. They did the same thing with the Knights of the Old Republic series. They threw a game 4,000 years into the past. Everybody loved it because there was no connection to anything. It was all brand new characters, brand new territory, and it worked perfectly. I do really like that we have this information though, because I am curious because the two main projects I was looking forward were Kevin Feige's project and the Taika Waititi project. We've gotten virtually nothing on them after they were announced. So from this, I just really like knowing, the script is being worked on. This project is still greenlit and is still going to come out, even though it'll probably be about another 3 to 4 years before we even get a title for this project. With everything they're trying to do between books, comics, video games, the TV shows, there's a lot to tie in right now, so we're going to have to get through all of that before we get to any of the new movies. And I know it's not a lot to go off of, but maybe it just gives us the idea that this is going to be a brand new time in the Star Wars universe as a standalone movie. But what are your thoughts about it? Let me know in the comments. Am I reading into this too much? Do you think I'm right on the money with it? I really want this to be a new unexplored territory in Star Wars, and if you're with me or against me, let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. And I will be sure to make more video updates as news on this continues to come out, whenever that will be. But until then, before you go, be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again very soon.